Hi, and welcome back to our final video in this six-part series, All Things Talent. Today we will be covering the key concepts surrounding talent development, focusing on how talent is not simply something we are born with, but something shaped by a range of interacting factors. To begin with, we will go back to the fourth video regarding the social factors that influence talent development. We discussed whether the effects are fair or provide certain people with the advantage they need to succeed. Do we need equity or equality? Baker et al. States that equality means giving everyone the same resources, whereas equity involves providing individuals with what they specifically need to succeed. I believe that equity should be the priority because not everyone starts from the same position. Children from low-income families often face barriers such as limited access to coaching equipment and facilities. This lack of resources can restrict opportunities to develop talent, highlighting the importance of socio-economic status in sport participation. We also address the importance of family and how I personally believe it is the most essential to strive. Linking back to the example of Sebastian Corda, who grew up in a wealthy tennis-playing family and has gone on to achieve great success at a young age. Not all families can offer the financial support, but I think that the emotional support, such as encouragement and motivation, is equally important for talent development. I previously mentioned Sadio Mane, who didn't receive emotional support from his family until he was 15. So although he surpassed expectations, for others this could be too late and make or break their career. And the example of Mane brings us nicely to the biological perspectives video, where the key concept was the birthplace effect, which suggests that where an individual grows up can influence their likelihood of success. But why? Athletes raised in areas with better access to facilities, coaching and sporting opportunities are more likely to reach elite levels. But what about the Kenyan distance runners? Their environment does not consist of high-level sporting infrastructure, so how are they producing these high-level athletes? Genetics. Genetics play an important role in determining physical capabilities such as strength, endurance, and body composition. For the runners, this includes their long, slender legs and low body mass. Next, let's go back to the first video, specialization. From this video, I came to the conclusion that early diversification is an important concept in talent development. Engaging in multiple sports during childhood can enhance overall motor skill development, reduce burnout, and support long-term athlete development. I can acknowledge that there are some standout sports, such as gymnastics, which often require early specialization due to early peak performance ages. Thinking about diversification links us nicely to the most recent video, talent transfer. Talent transfer involves applying skills learned in one sport to another, with the strong example of Rebecca Romero, who had amazing success across two different Olympic sports. Tying it all back into the athletic skills model that suggests that fundamental movement skills developed across multiple sports can be transferred and refined into one specific domain. Developing the physical side of talent is the easy part. After spending 3 videos focused on the biopsychosocial model, it is essential to consider the underlying factors. Psychological influences play a huge role when understanding talent development. While physical development is often easier to measure, psychological development is more complex and takes longer to build. One of the main takeaways from video 3 was the 9 mental skills pyramid, which outlines key attributes such as motivation, confidence, and focus, which are all necessary for elite performance. These skills must be developed over time and are critical for coping with challenges and maintaining performance under pressure. A growth mindset is another important psychological factor. This refers to the belief that abilities can be developed through effort and learning. Athletes with a growth mindset are more likely to persist through challenges, embrace learning and opportunities, and succeed in different contexts. For me, the ideal route of development relies on 2 things: early diversification and growth mindset. With both of these things working alongside each other, the athlete will have secured a variety of skills and thrive under pressure. They are then more willing to adapt and apply their skills in new environments when it comes to the transfer of talent. In conclusion, talent is not purely innate, but is developed through the interaction of biological, psychological, and social factors. While genetics may provide a foundation, Environmental influences, opportunities, and mental skills are equally important, and overall, talent should be viewed as something that is nurtured over time rather than fixed at birth. Thank you for joining me in this series through this exploration of talent. Hopefully you've been able to secure a better understanding of the key concepts and how athletes reach the elite levels in sport.